Hi guys, welcome to Dollar Arcade Club. This is episode 2. That's 4 quarters, $1 to get as far in an arcade classic as we possibly can, or amass the most amount of points we possibly can in that budget of $1. Today we're playing the original Outrun from Sega, 1986. So I was just a little babby when this came out. Unfortunately, I don't have a wheel to play this with, so it's not going to be the true experience of the classic. But you got to do what you got to do in this day and age. And unfortunately I don't have space for a big Outrun arcade cabinet with a racing car, which would be awesome, let's just say. So let's fire this up. 4 credits. As far as I remember, with the arcade game you used to have to steer the wheel to pick the radio station you wanted, like the radio dial. So I'll go with Magical Sound Shower. Apparently, if I remember right, the music's really good on these games.
Get ready.
And one other thing I know about with playing this on MAME is the shift controls are a bit awkward to get used to. So, and if I remember right with Outrun, you basically need to be in top gear the whole time just to really get to where you need to be. So we'll try with that. I have to say, like, for 1986, the graphics on this game are pretty impressive. Oh, that was silly. Seriously slows you down and you hit anyone in the back, which is pretty realistic in that sense. Oh no. Getting told off here by my girl. No, I think, to be honest, after losing control of the car there, I'm going to find it very lucky if I can get to that first checkpoint on this first go. So close, but not quite close enough. The good thing about this is it had branching paths, as you can see here. So you could change where your sort of ending point would be, so it's got a replay value to complete it in different ways. I don't think it's really worth me putting in my name on that attempt. Right, here we go, quarter number 2. Let's give Splashwave a go. I can't believe this game's celebrating 30-year anniversary actually. I remember reading an article about it in Retro Gamer magazine quite recently, all the different ports and everything, and nothing could really touch the arcade version until I think a Sega Saturn compilation came out. Or was it the Mega CD? Either way, this shows how ahead of the time the sort of graphics were for 1986 really. And my fiance's dad, he used to play it on his ZX Spectrum, which I've seen images of, and yeah, the colour scheme on that, for like most Spectrum games, was limited to say the least. But fair plays from attempting a port of it. I've done it again. This is what happens when I talk. You're going to find it hard again to reach that point, I think. I think it was a fair bit closer to getting to the second part there. Right, this time, number 3.
Get ready.
I think maybe I should pump into my high gear a bit once I've already hit a certain speed rather than just straight away. It's anything like real driving, yes, but the realism aspect isn't what this game's really about, I don't think. I guess it's kind of clever to try and stay in the sort of centre lanes. Just with the constant left and right turns, but hasn't seemed to be working for me so far. I feel like I'm playing this a little bit like F-Zero, where I'm tapping the accelerator around the corners as opposed to actually using my brake. And I don't know if that's clever or not. But hopefully I've got the time now to get through this last bit. 10 seconds. Yes, there we go, second part. Alright, this is where it's going to get a bit more difficult, I think. Yeah, definitely. Whoa, definitely. I think that's backfired on me now. Let's get me speed up a bit first. These tunnels look pretty cool. Bit of a head mess though. Yeah, I think definitely in this, well, I blagged that. I think definitely in this second section I need to be not necessarily in my highest gear. But assuming it's a longer part than the first section, I'm going to struggle, I think, in this attempt. Yeah, definitely need to get out of there. This isn't going too well, is it, guys? Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how far I got through that second section. I had a little way to go, didn't I, really? Right. Now the moment of truth is, does my last quarter let me start from where I left off, or do I have to start over? I'm guessing starting over.
Get ready.
Unfortunately, yes. I vow this time, if I do get past the first section on this go, I'll take a right and see what that one's like. It's all about concentration in this first one. There's not a lot of traffic, and the turns are manageable in high speed, in high gear. So if I concentrate, let's get to that second section. It's all about not crashing. Once I crash, it seems to be a lost cause for me how to get back. The amount of accidents that happened on here, I think it's not that great being so close to the beach, is it? That could end badly. Okay. That's backfired on me. And I'm lucky, I don't think I'm going to get to where I need to get now. I don't know how I blagged that. Literally on the last second. Right, let's check this one out then. Slow me right down, but at least I didn't bail into a sign or something. So much more traffic on this second section. I can only imagine what the later levels are like. And as you can imagine, I'll be spending an awful lot of money getting there. I'm not helping myself here. These are a bit tighter. Overtaking is not as easy. Oh, whoa, whoa, that doesn't look good, does it? That's a nasty crash. I don't think I'd really be coming back from that. And the inevitable is about to happen with this countdown. Okay, game over. So basically we've shown that with $1, I would never really get far on this game. And if anything, a control pad might work in my favour more so than real driving with a wheel. Never going to get that full experience the same, but Outrun clearly still a fun game to this day, and I know that there's the coast to coast sort of sequels, and I think they came out about 10 years ago. And I hear great things about them, so I need to really pick one of them up on the PS2, which I think could be a good game for me and Rudy to look at with Black Arrow Game Talk. But yeah, cheers for watching, guys. Please leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what sort of games you'd like to see me try on Dollar Arcade Club. I've got plenty to choose from these days, so it's an open ballot there. Cheers for watching, guys.